we find a crucible to the west that's partially tipped over.
What are these idiots playing at here?
Just outside are a bunch of flayed and bloody skeletons. And there's something hanging inside the crucible. It looks like a flamethrower, but how are we going to reach it? Nearby, we find a suit of raider power armor in a power armor frame, and on one of the bodies of the raiders we killed is the forged keeper's note. We found a heavy incinerator off the bodies of some old military remnants. Didn't recognize the dog tags, but Slag was impressed with the quality of the gear. As for the incinerator, he says something this special requires a trial, a test to sort out the metal from the ore. We've had few volunteers, but that doesn't surprise me. Most of these recruits don't have the nerve to walk through fire, let alone the strength to survive it. Worse yet, I caught one of the cowards trying to cheat. I put the evidence in a toolbox by the terminals and stashed the key in one of the tin cans above it. The terminal that's mentioned in the note is a bit misleading. The toolbox isn't by a terminal and the tin cans by the terminals don't have the keys. In the toolbox, we find a forged recruit's note and a smelter console password. Reading the forged recruit's note, this new trial they've cooked up is stinking impossible. Can't lie though, it was funny watching the first few recruits walk right in and see the feet melt off their ankles. Never heard anyone scream like that. It was great. Matches thought he was clever, but the idiot tossed a bottle of water into the thing and damn near blew all our heads off. Burner had the right idea, using power armor. He just didn't rig it to resist extreme temperatures. I think I've figured out a way. I've got to connect with a trader from my caravan days who hooked me up with some flame-resistant leg armor. As long as I don't get waist deep, I should be okay. Problem is, my trial is in a few days, and I don't trust any of these other stinkers not to steal it in the meantime, so I've buried the mods under one of the crucibles. Well, if the note can be believed, then what we want was right underneath where the crucible was. And sure enough, in a pile of dirt, we find Raider power armor legs and flame-resistant mods for those legs. Moving to the power armor station, we can equip the power armor legs and then install the flame-resistant mods to those legs. When ready, we can enter the suit of power armor, and if this works correctly, we should be able to just walk right in. Sure enough,
there we go.
We're unscathed. We loot a Ghoul Slayer's heavy incinerator. Does 50% more damage against ghouls.